In today's video, I'm going to show you how I make a leather bookmark. This is for my Bible. This is what it looks like. It's pretty long. So my Bible is a small Bible, but I also have a bigger Bible. And I can show you real quick how I use this. What that looks like. And then you can make it as long as you want. But here are the charms. Here's my bookmarks. So we're going to make one of these, and I'll show you exactly what materials we need and the way I am doing it. I'm going to do something a little different than the last one, and I'll show you at the end of the video on what I did different. So some of the materials you're going to need for this bookmark is some leather. This is goat leather. You can pick this up at Hobby Lobby. So this is goat leather. I'll cut these into my strips and I'll dye it. But some goat leather, some dye, these are going to be for the little charms that we put at the end of the bookmark. These are 3 charms. I'm going to make 3 of them into one. This charm I got at Hobby Lobby. So you can pick all this up at Hobby Lobby. You will need some pliers. And these clips. I got these from Walmart. I don't remember what they're called. I have them in a tray. I already took them all out. So you'll need those. I can show you up close what you'll need them for, like that. So they'll go on the end of the bookmark, and we'll put our charms here. And we'll have a big charm here. And I put one here, but I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to put 3 of these instead of this big one, and then just hook it on to the charm. We'll see how that looks. So let's start. Now we're going to cut our leather. This is the way I cut my leather, and we'll cut it into strands, which I'm going the wrong way. So this holds on to my table, and there is a blade here. I'm going to make 3 strands. So I have my strands here. Now I'm going to dye them. And before I do, I'm going to take my measuring tape and let you all know the length of these. These are at 13 inches. So you can make them shorter or longer, however you want. That's the way I'm going to make them. I'll probably cut them off a little bit at the end when I put my little metal piece on. So now we're going to dye them. So you can use a paintbrush to stain your leather. So you can use this if you'd like. You can use a paintbrush. I like to use is a paper towel. So I fold the paper towel like this. I grab my dye dab it a little bit, and I do this. This is faster and easier for me. And you can stain them as dark as you want, but it all depends on how the leather is going to take it. Like I said, this is goat leather that I'm working with. Got it at Hobby Lobby. It's very thin. So now I'll let those dry. I'll let them dry for a second, and then I'll start getting them ready. I'll pull them off of my cardboard. I'll get my mat. I'll get my mat, and what I'll do is make sure that the bottom is straight, and if it's not, like this one has, this one right here has a little curve to it, so I'll just cut it to where that little curve starts. I'll use my leather tool. Got this on Amazon. So I'll do that. Then I look at the other one, and I'll do the same thing as well. Now that I cut my edges, I'll come in, line them up together, and I'll make sure that these at the end are lined up together as well. So looks like I got to cut off that much. There we go. Done. This bookmark is going to be a little shorter than my first one, so that's okay. You can make them as long as and as short as you want. For this one, I'm going to put these little metal pieces on all sides instead of using a big one. So I'm going to put all these little metal pieces on all sides, so they can just hang off of the charm. Here we go. This is where you need your pliers. These are just jewelry pliers, so you can get them at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, wherever they sell jewelry supplies. You can get these clamps at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Walmart. I got mine from Walmart. So now that we are done, we're going to add we're going to add this charm at the end of this. Like I said, I'm making it a little different than the first one I made. See? This is the first one I made. That's how that looks. So this one is flatter, but it has one of these metal pieces. This one you can move around freely, so they're individually. So I might like this better, but I'm not sure yet. So now I'm going to add my charms, which I picked the doves. And you can put any charms you want at the end of these. You need these little rings. Don't need that many. That's how that's going to look. Make sure you put the charm right side up that matches the leather. And you can make these out of ribbon as well. If you would like to see this out of ribbon, let me know, and I can do a video on that. Go. That's what that looks like. These doves. So here's the whole bookmark. Let's put it in my Bible. Put this one here. Put this one here. And put this one here. So that's my video for today. I did like, my opinion, I did like this one better because these go freely than this one. These stay in place. So either one you choose. They're both really cute. Like I said, you can make these out of ribbon. You can make them thicker, thinner, however you like. I really like these. I'm going to be using these for my Bibles. Yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button and comment. And if you would like to see a video on how to make a bookmark out of the ribbon, let me know and I'll make a video of that. Have a blessed day and we'll see you on the next video.